Hey everyone, Blender quick tip today on how you can focus specific light sources on very specific objects. So we have this beautiful Beats logo reflection, and if I move the light, you see it's only affecting the Beats logo and nothing else. And as you see, so this is a render from my new Blender product rendering course for beginners, where we recreate exactly, so let me show it to you here, where we are recreating, so you see it's almost one-to-one, exactly the same as the super professional Beats solo render. So if you want to learn the full complete step-by-step process, check out first link in the description. But now I will show you how we can do that, and I will give you a bonus tip on how to create this kind of gradient. So it's actually very simple. So let me hide my OG light here. And if you just want to use a simple light, then as you know, you just press Shift A, you create an area light, and now you have to find the right position, so you are affecting only something that you want. So I will just scale that down, and I will just rotate this a little bit and just bring this a little bit to the right position. So now you see we found the right position, but obviously it's way too bright. So I just bring the intensity down. But now the problem is that we are brighten up this whole side. But if we check out again in the reference image, always observe your reference image. You see you don't have this flat light on the right, it's only on the logo. So it's actually very simple. So you select your area light and you go to the object tab, and down there, if you scroll a little bit, you have shadow linking and light linking, and in this example you need light linking. So we have to link the light to a specific object, and so you create a new section, and now you just drag the object that you only want to affect from the light into this section. So I will just select my Beats logo here, go to this window, press point. So I just zoom to it and I see it's site BR. I go back to my area light and I'm searching here for site BR and just drag that in, and voila. Now you see the light is only affecting the Beats logo. So this is tip number one. And tip number two is that if you see, so this whole light is just one brightness level. So it looks very boring. It doesn't look professional, right? Because again, in almost every professional product render, when you have like glossy reflective surfaces, you always work with gradients. So you see it's a little bit brighter than in the middle than on the edges. So if we check out my original light for a second, then you see it's a little bit different. It looks much better. It looks much more realistic, like it would be a soft box. So we have to do something different. I will delete this light. I will hide my OG light. And this time we have to create a plane. So Shift A, Mesh, and Plane. And I will scale that down and just bring us a little bit for now into position. So something like that. And we have to make that this plane is emitting light, because then we can add some gradients and add some really cool effects. So for this when it's selected here in the shader node editor, we create a new material, and this I will just call light gradient test. And we don't need the principled BSDF shader, so just press X. And here in this 3D viewport, just go to the material preview, so you will see exactly what you're doing. Because right now it's black because because it has no material applied, right? And now we go to the node editor and Shift A and search for the emission node and plug this emission into the surface. So now you are already seeing something. So if you increase the strength, then you see this plane starts to emit light. So let me just bring it to the right position. So you see we are in the right position here, but we are missing this gradient. So it's very simple. Again, you go to the node editor while you are in the gradient material, and again Shift A, and you select the noise texture, and you plug the factor into the color, not the color into the color, because then you get some interesting color shapes here, but the factor. So we need a gradient node texture. So Shift A, gradient texture, bring it here and plug the color into the color. And now you see already that our plane goes from black to white, and we just have to change so we have quadratic, so you see it's now a little bit stronger. We have easing, so it's basically the same. We have diagonal, so it's going from one corner to the other, but we need in this example quadratic sphere. And now you see already it's kind of what we want, but it's a little bit out of place. It's because it's taking the coordinate system from the plane. So we just have to adjust this a little bit by selecting the grade texture and pressing Ctrl T. And if you have on edit preferences in the add-ons, if you have the Node Wrangler add-on enabled, it's in Blender Inside, you don't need to buy it or something. So just enable that and then press Ctrl T while you're on gradient texture. Then you get the texture coordinate and mapping, and you can control the position, the scale, and all that kind of stuff better. And you just plug the object to the vector, and voila, now you see what we have. And the only thing that's left, we have to bring in a color gradient in between the gradient and emission, so we can control how the color of the gradient, where it is, how it looks and stuff. So Shift A and search for color ramp and just bring this in between, because now you see if you drag the black in, you are affecting here this gradient. And now I just have to reposition again it a little bit because we see nothing currently. So something like that. So you see, you start to see the light, but we don't want to fade completely into the black. So I will use the black one and just make it more grayish. And now again, I have to adjust this everything a little bit. So you see, we are starting to get a gradient, but we have to increase the light. So we go to the emission node and just bring that to something like, I don't know, 30 or so, right? So now you see we have exactly what you want. We have a beautiful gradient light from the middle bright to a little bit darker, because if I unplug our gradient story here, you see it looks extremely beginnerish. It looks not professional at all, very boring. So we need those gradients. And as you see here in my scene, so I'm not doing the light linking right now, but you see this whole headphone, we are only working with the exact same lighting. So I'm never using this normal area lights, because in some cases I use, but if you want to do professional product rendering, photorealistic, look this beautiful reflection here. Again, if I would select this light, and so just look at the slide, and if I remove here the gradient, you see how flat and boring everything looks. And yes, I know it's too bright right now, but with the gradient, we have this wonderful, wonderful reflection. And look guys, our product render looks exactly the same as here. So yes, the text is different because I couldn't find it, but everything else is exactly as in the professional product render. And if you enjoyed this tutorial and want to take your skills even further, check out first link in the description. My Blender course will guide you step by step to mastering photorealistic product rendering. So don't miss it out. Check out first link in the description box. Thanks for watching, leave a like and see you in the next one. Bye.